Good morning, my dear students. I hope you all are safe at home. In the last video, we discussed what is meter bridge and the working of a meter bridge and the circuit arrangement of meter bridge. Today, we are going to discuss a new topic, that is potentiometer. The use or the potentiometer is a device is used to measure or compare the potential difference of a cell. What is the use of a potentiometer? It is used to measure or compare the potential difference of a cell. It is the use of potentiometer. And the principle of a potentiometer is the potential difference across the wire is directly proportional to the length of the wire. That means here the potential difference across the wire is E, that is EMF. Okay, electromotive force or EMF or potential difference is directly proportional to the length of the wire. Here this length of the wire means balancing length. Okay, balancing length means if the galvanometer reading or deflection is 0, that time that length of that wire is called balancing length. Okay, here the potential difference is directly proportional to the length of the wire, that is E is proportional to L. This is the principle of potentiometer. Clear? This is the principle of potentiometer. That is, what is the principle of potentiometer? The potential difference across the wire is directly proportional to the length of the wire. Clear? And a potentiometer consists of two circuits. A potentiometer consists of two circuits. One is primary circuit, and second one is secondary circuit. A potentiometer consists of two circuits. One is primary circuit and second one is secondary circuit. This primary circuit is also called driver circuit. Okay, driver circuit. Here in potentiometer, the primary circuit is same in all circuit, or in all arrangement the primary circuits are same or fixed. There is no change in the primary circuit. But in the secondary circuit it varies. If we want to measure the potential difference of the cell, that time a definite secondary circuit is connecting there. And if we want to compare the potential difference of this cell, that time we are arranging another circuit in this primary circuit. That means here the primary circuit or driver circuit is fixed. There is no change, but the secondary circuit is varying. Okay, that is, it is changeable. Clear? Next we are going to discuss primary circuit. What are the arrangement or circuit arrangement of primary circuit? Okay. A primary circuit is consist of a 10 meter length wire. 10 meter length wire. It is arranged in zigzag arrangement. Okay, zigzag arrangement. That is, a potentiometer or the primary circuit or driver circuit consists of 10-meter length wire from point A to B. That is, here we consider this is our point A and this is point B. From this we are connecting this is a okay, this is B. From A to B we are connecting a 10-meter length of wire. It is stretched in a wooden board. Okay, stretched in a wooden board. Is it clear? Okay, and another part in our primary circuit is a cell is connected here of EMF E, and this cell is supply a steady current to this wire. Okay, and a rheostat is arranged here. Rheostat is arranged and a key also here. Okay, this is the primary circuit of a potentiometer. That is, a potentiometer consists of two circuits. One is primary circuit. In primary circuit consists of 10-meter length wire from A to B. It is stretched in a wooden board and a cell is connected at this end of these wires. It is supply a steady current. Okay, and a rheostat is arranged here and a key also. Okay, these are the arrangement of a primary circuit or driver circuit. Is it clear? Okay. Next we are going to discuss the measurement or the comparisons of potential difference or its use. Okay, next we are going to discuss the use of potentiometer. Okay, the first use. First we are going to find or compare. First use is compare the potential difference. Compare the potential difference of two cells. Okay, the first use. Here, compare the potential difference of two cells. Okay, for that we are arranging a circuit. First we arrange our primary circuit. Primary circuit A, B. From A we are connected our cell and a rheostat. And a key. Okay, this is our primary circuit. Next I am going to connect our secondary circuit. From this A, I am connected two cells here. This is our first cell E1 and the second cell of EMF E2 and here I am connecting a commutator. From this commutator I am taking a wire and connected a galvanometer. From this galvanometer I am taking a jockey. Okay, this is the circuit arrangement of potentiometer for compare the potential difference of two cells. Okay, then how it work? or what is the working of this potentiometer. First, here a commutator is here, and the first circuit or E1 is open, that is here, and a key is closed here. At that time this cell is working. At the same time this E2 is not work. Okay, and we are moving this jockey from A to B. In between this wire, at a definite point, here the galvanometer deflection is becomes 0, or there is no deflection take place in galvanometer. At that point, this length is called balancing length of this E1. First, this cell is opened, or this key is closed. That time we are moving our jockey from A to B. At a definite point, the galvanometer deflection goes to 0. Okay, at that point, this length is called balancing length of this cell, our E1 cell. Okay, in this arrangement we get, according to the principle of potentiometer, E1 is proportional to L1. E1 is proportional to L1. I am taking this is our first equation. And next, this key is opened and the second key is closed. At that time, this E2 is connected in our circuit. At the same time, this E1 is not work. Okay. Similarly, here this jockey is moving from this A to B. That time we get another balancing length for E2. That length is taken as L2. Okay, that is according to principle of potentiometer, E2 is proportional to L2. What is E1? E1 is the potential difference of the cell E2. What is E1? The potential difference of or EMF of first cell. And what is L1? L1 is the balancing length of E1. And L2 is the balancing length of E2. Okay, dividing these two equations, we get E1 by E2 is proportional to L1 by L2, or E1 by E2 equal to L1 by L2. Okay, this is the equation for comparing the potential difference of two cells. From this relation we get the ratios of potential difference, and we calculate E1 by using this potentiometer. If E2, L1, L2 are given, that time we get E1. By using this relation we measure E1, E2 also. Okay, this is the first use of potentiometer. Okay, next we are going to discuss another use, determination of second use, determination of internal resistance. Internal resistance. Internal resistance. What is internal resistance? Internal resistance means the resistance offered by a cell is the internal resistance. Okay, first we are going to arrange the circuit arrangement. In every circuit, the potentiometer consists of a primary circuit, okay, is a primary circuit. And in this primary circuit, we are connecting this secondary circuit. Here, first I am connected a cell here. A cell is here, and a resistance box. A resistance box is connected parallel to this cell. Here the EMF of this cell is E, and here a key is here. From this I am taking a jockey. Okay. This is the circuit arrangement of determination of internal resistance. What are the arrangement? This is our primary circuit or driver circuit, and this is our secondary circuit. In this secondary circuit consists of a cell of EMF E, and a resistance box are connected parallel to this cell, and a key is here, and a jockey is taken from one more thing, jockey is taken from this circuit. A galvanometer is here. Okay, the first case, here this key is opened. In the first case, this key is opened. This key is open means this section is not working. Okay, if this key is opened, that means this section is not working, only this section worked. Okay, first we measuring the balancing length of this potential difference or EMF. What is that? According to principle of potentiometer, E is proportional to L1. That is, here this circuit is worked. That time the galvanometer, here this jockey is moving from A to B. That time we get a definite point, the galvanometer deflection is go to 0. That time this length is called balancing length. Here the balancing length of this cell is L1. That is, E is proportional to L1. That is, E equal to KL1. This K is here the proportionality constant. Okay. Then next time this key is closed. That time here a internal resistance is formed due to this cell. Here a resistance box is connected here. That time here the potential difference is changed. That potential difference is taken as V. Okay, same method, that is, the jockey is moving from this A to B. That time we get a balancing length of this potential difference V. That potential balancing length is L2. That is, from that V is proportional to L2. That is, V equal to KL2. Okay, here K is proportionality constant. Okay, here a internal resistance is formed due to this cell. That internal resistance, we have the internal resistance R equal to E minus V by I. E minus V by I. We have what is I equal to V by R. Okay, substituting this I into here, we get R equal to E minus V by V into R. Okay, substituting this E, V, that is here we have E equal to KL1, V equal to KL2, that is equation 1 and 2 are substituting in this equation, we get R equal to K into L1 minus K into L2 by KL2 into R. From this, K is taken as outside or K are cancelled, we get the internal resistance R equal to L1 minus L2 by L2 into R. This is the internal resistance of this cell or in this circuit. Okay, R equal to L1 minus L2 by L2 into R. Here L1 is the balancing length of this cell, L1 and E, and L2 is the balancing length of potential difference V, and R is the resistance. Here we take as a resistance, that is R. Okay, this is the determination of internal resistance by using potentiometer. Okay, I hope you all understand this topic. It is a very important topic in this chapter. Okay, thank you.